Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post with Scratch at that gaming itch. And I just want to extend a big thank you to Wolf Soldier 2211, who was here in the chat last night with Axiom Verge. Thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Any kind of subscription, I do appreciate it, especially since I don't have many on the channel. And so, thank you so much for believing in me. But it's not just me that you're getting on the show tonight. You're getting a eclectic collection of my colleagues. Try saying that a few times, 5 times fast.
That's how I would say.
Yes.
And I'm joined by my friends, and we're going to, of course, go through that, and we'll be making silly voices in Apollo Justice tonight. We are short a divot, but don't worry, we'll have plans for that. But joining me tonight, of course, is the other regular cast of people with Burr.
I want my mooty.
Nice highlight from the previous stream. Drifting.
Good evening.
Lemming.
Howdy.
Shadow.
Hello, guys.
Kay.
Good evening. I didn't have one prepared.
That's right. And our special guest, Scarfulu.
Hello there.
Oh, and of course, as I mentioned,
Kenobi.
General Kenobi. I missed the goof. Okay. We're getting back into the action tonight with more Apollo Justice, and thrills are bound. As last time we've learnt a lot about what happened 7 years ago. As in a hell of a fucking lot about what happened 7 years ago. As we're going to continue on tonight, and I get to actually rest my voice for a change. As of course, main character being Phoenix Wright is of course Lemming. So yeah, it's going to be fascinating me not doing the voice as much. But so we join the action with some testimony.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to pull out my gumshoe voice.
Yeah, immediately.
Just start saying pal, you'll get into it.
Hey, pal.
Actually, pal, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir.
What? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting?
Those are the facts. I have the letter in question.
I'm going to read this out. To my beloved student... Oh, never mind, game.
You're not going to read it out.
Word fits enough.
Magnifi's letter added to the
That's a
court
record.
record.
Oh, we can read it from there.
Yeah,
Very
let's
unusual indeed.
actually read it from there.
Yeah.
To my beloved student, Zach, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot. One shot, square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Signed, Magnifi Grammary.
Well, we don't.
Well, we don't, but...
How unusual.
Mhm.
Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder?
Oh, I believe the answers to that question can be found at the end of the letter.
Ha! You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court?
Unfortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that bit, sir.
One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't you just say 11? Why having come at 11:05 without some specific reason?
The devil is in the details, Sir Attorney.
Well, was there some reason?
As it turns out, there was. Every night at half hour, starting at 11, the victim, Magnifi Grammary, was given an IV.
An IV?
Or a
Never did-
4 if you're Roman. Ah!
There it is in the picture, off to the side of the bed.
It's disconnected though.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, the needle's out of the body.
Yeah.
So somebody
It's
took his
stuck to the
cannula out.
bed.
At 11 o'clock, the doctor would come to set up the IV.
No, the cannula would remain in the body, and then you just connect up
Yeah.
the tubes, not take the
It
cannula
just-
out and then put the cannula back in. That would be silly. But
Yeah.
Like, poke. It's like, come on!
I just want to ask, has anyone else noticed that the clown also has a bullet hole in the head?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
I have, yeah.
Oh.
You're,
Who the hell puts a clown there?
someone fire Gumshoe and hire Scarf.
oh jeez,
Let's hire all of us.
Hi.
oh jeez.
He's already solved one crime, the disappearance of a girl.
No.
He could.
No, because look, Magnifi's got a hole in his head and there's a hole in the crown. Was the clown used as a silencer?
Oh, that's
Maybe. Yeah, that is.
Mm.
I was thinking more like that was supposed to be some kind of trick that Magnifi was testing, and it was testing it first on the clown. But your explanation makes much more sense.
But then wouldn't the clown's head be quite damaged at the back? It would be blown out.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
can't see the
true.
back, can we?
We
Good-
can't
good point.
see it. May still be.
Good point.
Yeah.
To be fair, that would probably be a bit
Yeah.
graphic for this game.
Fair enough.
Poor clown.
Or have a clown
All
dog
that stuff thing. Think of the humanity.
The
Children.
entry point could be quite clean.
That's how it works.
As the line being read by Clavier, by the way.
Mhm, yeah. 30 minutes later, he would come back with the empty bag. How do you drain an IV in 30 minutes? Can you?
It's possible. Depends how full the IV bag is.
Depends on what's
Okay.
in it.
Like this one, say.
I suppose it seems very full to me, but I
Yeah.
don't know. You would have to actually ask a
No.
nurse that works on the ward for
Mm.
that.
Hello.
Okay. Okay.
If I recall it correctly, you need to think like an ace attorney in this thing. It's not going to be easier to solve if you think like a doctor or a nurse.
Fair enough.
Rip.
Rip.
It was not real at all. Anyways.
Hello, Kami. I see you there in the chat.
Yeah.
Gamer.
Yeah. I think we're gonna stop every sentence to analyze the scene.
Sweats nervously.
I need more information.
This happened every night without fail.
So that was the only time they could meet without a chance of an untimely interruption. During his IV.
Yeah, we're going to eat many
Mm.
bots tonight. Me and Bert.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Lots of back on the menu, boys.
Bot meat's on the menu, boys.
My apologies. Please continue, Scarf.
Oh, yeah. No.
Right, we dine again.
Very well. Shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you would.
What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder? He could have at least mentioned it to me.
No.
Or mentioned anything.
Cross-examination.
Oh my god, I love like Clavier's little thingy there. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
We see his eyes through the glasses, though. Yes.
Yeah.
The circumstances.
Really.
Okay. Given that you're technically the attorney this one, Lemming, I'll allow you to direct where we're going to go.
Oh, fuck no. I don't know anything.
Oh no,
Let's start with the basics
responsibility.
and
Let's-
press everything.
Let's start with the basics. The right maneuver. Press everything.
Yeah, press everything. Just because he got the letter doesn't mean he went through with it.
Oh, I disagree. The victim was indeed shot in the forehead after all, just as he had commanded.
It could be a setup. But let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for a change.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ah,
Mhm.
fine. I can play it slow as well as I can play it fast. You know.
Oh,
Winku. On with the testimony, Detective Gumshoe.
And this letter was sent by the victim?
There it is. Gotcha. You're all mine this time, pal.
Huh?
I had the handwriting checked out, of course. It's the victim's. No mistake.
Ah, I see.
Score one for the boys.
I didn't lose. I was just ascertaining the facts.
Let him have it.
Sure.
Why am I so annoyed?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Phoenix.
Let me have this one thing.
But a letter ordering your own death. Things aren't what they used to be, I guess.
I'm not sure this is exactly commonplace even now, Your Honor.
So anyway, guess I'll keep going while I'm ahead. So angry.
Hold it! How can you be so sure?
Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal.
Oh, damn.
I knew I didn't like him.
Learn to think for yourself. Get that noggin cracking.
You failed to grasp the concept of questioning, Detective.
First, we got this letter. It says, shoot in the forehead, loud and clear.
I can see that, but I still wouldn't do it.
Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone. Grow yourself a backbone, pal.
Just shoot somebody? You fail to grasp... You fail to grasp the concept of shooting people is bad, Detective.
Accurate.
I fucking
My
love
God.
Gumshoe. We also found the defendant's pistol at the scene.
Traces of gunpowder residue shows that it has been fired recently.
Well, Mr. Wright? As far as I can tell from looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claim.
The photo. Maybe there's something in there I can use.
I just want to say, I love the irony that the judge's VO in this is the one that noticed the thing, and the judge is completely oblivious to it.
So they're saying the defendant shot the victim in the forehead. I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Enigma.
I have no clue. Perfect answer.
Shot something else.
I mean, if we want to goof, we can goof, but at the same time, yeah, we are going to lose that bit of the health bar.
Yeah, we're gonna lose a bit of health. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't goof. It's a funny answer, that's all.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's shot something else. What would
I
the
would
hole in the
say,
other one?
yeah, shot something else, and then
Yeah,
a
I
hole in the
think-
clown's head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Looking at this photo, another possibility occurs to me.
Yes?
What does the letter tell us? That the defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse to his teacher's wishes.
Bingo, pal. That's why the defendant popped him one in the forehead.
Oh, the defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could make.
Objection! What? And you can prove that with this photo.
I can prove he had a choice, yes.
The defendant might have fired like he was ordered. But he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's see what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. If he didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot?
Clown.
Loud.
Take that!
The clown doll?
Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead too.
How to fix every horror movie.
There's a hole in its forehead.
Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim.
Oh, very good.
Objection! And I suppose you have a reason as to why he shot the clown doll.
He didn't just shoot the doll, he shot the doll's forehead.
His forehead?
Let's read the orders once more, shall we? Also, I think we've gotten to the heart of Clavier's forehead.
Oh, yes!
Yes.
Obsession. You will shoot one shot square in the forehead. Which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead.
Sorry, I'm just...
That's okay.
The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. That hole in the clown's forehead, it definitely looks like it was shot. Bailiff, send someone to investigate this matter.
I will, sir.
Objection! It's me time passed, but I expected nothing less from you. Still, this doesn't mean that he didn't shoot the victim.
Perhaps he did have to shoot the forehead, as ordered. But the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he had to follow his orders without taking a life.
The bullet hole in the clown doll's forehead does demand an explanation. It might very well be a clue that Prosecutor Gavin is right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You cannot say for sure the defendant didn't shoot the victim.
Oh, put me a light, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see some mighty fall.
How sad it is to see the novice's overconfidence.
Dang.
Ow.
He doesn't realize just how big this little hole is going to get.
Say it like
Foreshadowing!
that.
Detective Gumshoe, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony.
So what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal!
Press this.
Yes, please.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. You're saying my client first shot the clown, then shot the victim.
Hey, not a bad summary, pal!
More of a confirmation than a summary, but whatever.
That was even more of a confirmation than a summary. You see, I can read minds.
I'm
And
psychic.
yours is very filthy. How right? I like it.
Nobody needs to know.
Oh,
Delete my
but
search
I
history.
know.
Hey, Mulligo.
But that
Hello.
defense attorney seems pleased enough with himself. Hello, Molecule.
Miss a chance to mock me?
No.
No.
Never. Well, now that her heart's gotten that out of his system, shall we continue with his testimony?
I didn't have time to gather all the details before coming in here. This testimony might be my only source of information. Better pay attention. Read this letter carefully.
Intent. So I think I know where we're supposed to go. And have you seen it as well?
No.
Sorry, the next place to go.
Yeah, like what's the contradiction that we found?
I think it's because the IV goes in every half hour and it was out. So,
Yeah, it should have been in if it was connected to the level.
or was it only in
Yeah.
for 5 minutes and taken out? Is that the thing? Would it have been in at that particular point in time, or would it have been out? That's the
Should
thing.
It would have
Can
been in.
Can we? Yeah, that IV's been taken out, but the bag is still full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something up with the IV, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Can we have a... yeah.
tumor in liver has progressed to final stage with no hope of recovery. Patient has 3 months to live. Patient has chronic diabetes, required regular insulin.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is insulin. Probably insulin.
Yeah, so it's probably he's probably got either. Can we check this, please?
Oh, check the syringe.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, they did have zoom in technology 7 years ago.
Well,
I always
it's in Rise from the Ashes, so I've seen it now. Sorry.
I always hated getting shots. I guess Magnify was giving himself the insulin shot. There's no way I could do that. Wait! If Magnify uses this to inject his insulin, why are there no traces of having been used? Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, the cap's on and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely clean. Well, he would be using disposable syringes because, you know, reasons.
Because syringes.
Yes, indeed.
It seems Fate's clock will make me wait a little longer at least. Only less than 10 swift minutes remain. For those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks. Farewell. Magnify Grammary.
Wait a minute, cross-reference that with the letter.
Yeah, that's
with
the same handwriting, you know.
No, I
He
mean
said he didn't check.
Did check. It is the same handwriting.
less than 10 minutes remain.
Fatal clock. But he said 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've just noticed something as well.
what's that?
That handgun appears to be some sort of flintlock.
Flintlock that only has one shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
yes.
Oh, that's
And
true.
it was Magnify who prepared the shot.
Yeah.
The defendant doesn't know how to reload it.
Oh, yes.
Good
Because
point.
I don't know about you guys, but if somebody handed me a flintlock pistol, I wouldn't. You know, I'd be hard pressed to
wouldn't
actually
do
reload it
it.
properly.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I'd be able to fire it if it was already loaded, but if he told me to reload it, I would not know what to do. So,
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
are we?
I would definitely not have the things required because you have to have the wool, you have to have the powder, you have to have the bullet on you. I don't
push that
think
thing down.
they do.
Yeah. You wouldn't even have all the things
Yeah,
you
you
need
need-
for it.
Yeah, you need the rod to push it, the shot down and everything.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement then that
Work.
we present the letter to this statement?
Yeah?
Yes.
Wrong. The music didn't stop.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
No, the music didn't stop. It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Whoops. That didn't go so well.
Oh dear.
Okay, so
Let's do some safe scanning.
Maybe we should be pressing this statement though.
We already did press it.
Did we?
yes.
Actually, no. This one was updated, so
Yeah.
I don't think we did. I don't think it was pressed.
That's the recap.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Fair enough.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Let's go back to that letter again, please, just to have a.
But we will press all the previous sentences.
Kind of ordered him to do it in.
Also, that might be a bit more of a Lemming's field of expertise, but that entry hole on the clown looks like a flintlock pistol, and the entry hole on the person looks more like a modern gun. It's very small
Yeah.
and very concise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true, actually. Yeah.
Because flintlock in general use like a ball, usually quite large, in the hope of doing as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
Actually, did we question this one as well?
No, because
I
we
don't
got
think so, yeah.
we got to that certain statement and then we got the thingy, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What pile of sand has
Sorry.
your head been stuck in all this time, pal?
Yeah, we're not seen this.
You never heard of Zach and Van's quick draw shooting?
Huh? What's that?
One of the defendant's specialities. Zach and Valad stand on either side of a girl. Then they shoot. But the bullets don't hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on stage. That was one of the pistols they used in their show. This was one of the shows. Got a great design, huh? The kids love it. Ah.
That gives the does that give us the pistol then?
Yeah.
Yeah, many boys and girls joined the police because of that pistol, I hear. I bet you did too, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, I can't remember, sir.
He did always want to be a wizard. That's canon.
Yep.
You're a wizard, Dick.
This is a cool though.
You know, that would explain a lot about the police force.
Roasted. Wow.
True Grammar stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held onto that pistol ever since. Ah, so... But he's just said that the gun shoots everything but...
But the target you're aiming for.
Oh, that's a good point.
Just found the scene.
Did we have the pistol
Yeah,
in the evidence?
We
We
don't
don't.
know.
No, I'm hoping it gets brought up if we keep pressing. You mean this pistol, the one in the crime scene photo?
That's the one! It's a funny looking gun, so there's no mistaking it.
We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with the bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match.
So, you verified the murder weapon, in other words.
You bet we did!
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
The court would like to
Yes.
see the pistol in question.
Yes! You got it, sir. Here she is.
Well, this truly is a blast from the past.
Wait, that's the title of the stream.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. That was not planned. I did not know that line was coming out.
It's a stage pistol for magic shows, see? But it can fire real bullets.
It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV.
Confirm the judge watches the show.
Yeah, but it can only hold one round. By the way, the pistol's firing chamber is empty. And it shows traces of having been fired recently.
So, were any fingerprints found on the gun?
Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. We might say that the lack of fingerprints is, in fact, a fingerprint of its own.
That's not how it works.
Aha, intriguing point. Well made.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not well made. Not intriguing.
What do you mean? It is well made.
In any case, the court accepts this evidence.
Stage pistol added to the court record.
Yay, we can finally look at
There
it.
it is.
My grandchild would have got a kick out of seeing this.
This doesn't sound like a good idea, Your Honor.
I don't think you can take evidence home.
But now it's time to return to our testimony.
Alright.
Please,
Yep.
please, look at the pistol and look down the barrel.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, we do know to. Ah!
Lemming's terrified.
One thing you should not do with a gun.
Oh, it's not flintlock.
Oh, that's cool.
No. It's a break open pistol.
Break open. Yeah, it's a breakpoint pistol.
Yeah. If you look closely, you can see how the pistol's made to bend here. It's a one-shot only model, and I guess this bend is where you load it. So, this is the famous Grammary Golden Gun. They say kids used to love pretending they had one of these. I wonder if they pretended to miss their targets too.
Very insightful, Phoenix.
Let's have a
Yeah,
look a little closer.
sure.
Zoom in.
That's as zoomed as we can get.
Can we look from above?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh no! No! Why was you torturing me?
I didn't actually want to look down the barrel. I just want to look from the top down.
Fair.
Like, to see if like we could see like a join or something. But
Well, the join is this is the hinge there.
The hinge, yeah.
oh, I see.
It breaks open. You insert the round from the back into basically the barrel, and then crack it closed.
Yes.
Well, regardless, we've got our contradiction. He's saying he shot 2 shots from a 1-shot pistol.
Yeah, and they don't have any way to reload it.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't find a second bullet either.
There we go.
The trickiest cases often seem the simplest. Prosecutor Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead.
Oh no, why is the music stopped?
If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand?
Yeah, but like I just said, pal. After he shot the clown in the forehead, he went and. Objection! Oh.
Did nothing of the sort to the victim. The pistol proves he could not.
The murder weapon? How?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds 1 bullet at a time. If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah!
Objection! That's not a contradiction. Not even close. Oh, he had to us reload the pistol after the first shot.
Oh, where did he get the extra bullet? They're not easy to come by, you know. If you claim the defendant had one ready, then prove it to us how he got it.
I had a feeling this wasn't over yet.
Updated autopsy report?
No, this party's just getting started.
Oh no.
But I haven't proven anything yet. Beyond my good looks and startling haircut face.
I agree with the former.
And utter lack of humility.
Oh, that too.
What's this?
Humility?
It seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared.
Like I said, head detective. Head detective was just a former act.
Where did the bailiff get to? Ugh.
I'm still looking, sir.
Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready.
Ready for what?
For my decisive witness, of course. A witness who you'll find can prove one thing fast. That I rock. And that it was Zach Hammery who shot the victim in the forehead.
Very well. We will pause for a 15-minute recess.
This might be my lucky break. I'll need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach.
Court is adjourned.
Oh, to be continued right now.
That better not be little Trucy they're gonna put on the stand.
Oh,
no.
That might break my little heart if it does.
Yeah. I was just thinking, no, it can't be. It can't be the baby. Drifting is Discord.
Oh,
I think Discord is treating her very...
Oh no.
no. I will. April 19th, 11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby Number 2. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say, I expected nothing less.
We've only just begun. I was hoping you could tell me a bit more about what actually happened.
I don't think you would believe me if I told you. Better you discover the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know.
I was thinking we need less thinking and more talking. That night in the hospital, what really happened?
Ah, the way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright. You'll scare Trucy.
No! Speaking of which, where is she?
You've seen the problem yourself, the letter.
The one shot in the forehead one, right?
Yes, and the reason he speaks of. I cannot deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death.
Why not?
This is something I will not say, for now, at least.
What's this for now business?
I've done many things in my life, some poorly. But this is a cross we must bear alone to our graves.
We.
You want to know about the night of the incident?
Finally, this guy sure likes taking his time getting to the important stuff.
Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time, and found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols.
Oh.
2?
Yes, the one I had used on stage, and the one that had been used by my partner, Valent.
Oh, for the Zack and Valence quick draw thing.
My mentor had the looks of one sleeping. I stood by his bedside, hearing only the light sound of his breathing. Then I took the pistol into my hand. I cannot deny that my resolve faltered then for a moment.
You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him?
Recall there was a reason I could not refuse his request. His last such request, though not his first.
So, there are other requests that you couldn't refuse before?
To be honest, I've not always been steadfast, and I fear I've brought pain upon Trucy.
Was Magnifi coercing his disciples somehow? Just what was going on at Troop Grammary?
Yet, in the end, I did not shoot him. Instead, I turned and shot the clown. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
Oh, it's the one in his belt right now.
In your pocket?
Yeah.
I believe you examined the bullet in the clown's head.
Yeah.
You'll find it to be different than the one in my mentor.
What were those called?
That's me, sorry. What were those called?
Rifling marks.
Yes! Well, that is all I have to tell you concerning the case.
Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you can tell me?
You are a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
Thanks.
Yes, there is something. My mentor, his eyes opened.
What? Magnifi Grammary?
The old devil, he was not asleep, you see. Of course, the gunshot would have woken him anyway. And there we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil. It was not a long discussion, maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
Ooh.
What did you talk about?
Mr. Wright, did I not just tell you? It does not concern this case.
Zack Grammary. He seems pretty steadfast to me, or maybe just stubborn.
Mr. Wright, your presence is required in the courtroom. Once again, I am in your hands.
Right, let's get back in there.
That lines
Love
up
it.
with
I
that
love
more
the data.
diary entry.
Do you want to risk it drifting?
Discord really isn't on my case today.
Oh, do you want me to do the line for you?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hello. Speak to us, drifting.
Speak!
Oh,
Power of
Discord
shenanigans
gods.
compel you.
I'm trying.
Oh,
It's not working.
Oh, it's fine. No, don't be mad. Don't be mad. We're just goofing.
We're goofing. We're angry at Discord, not you.
I will carry it on. April 19th, 11:37 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 7.
Court is now back in session.
During the recess, a bullet was found in and dug out from the clown's head.
Well, this is news. And the rifling marks?
There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis. So, they think finds of weapon type matches the murder weapon.
Well, that's not very conclusive, is it?
Which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness.
Your decisive witness? How many times have I heard those words? Well,
I have some more words.
To be far less decisive than you think.
Oh, I have some more words that you've heard many times before for you, like altered autopsy report. Oh, don't worry on my account. I'm quite confident this witness will do the job. After all, he's intimately acquainted with suppliers of our late production.
Oh, good.
Being the other half of Trupp Kammer's famous tour Sag und Verland.
Verland Grammary. So we get to meet the great Magnavi's other disciple.
Okay, I'll be taking over the role of the judge for this remainder of this.
Perhaps we'll...
Yeah.
Go on.
Of course. So, the judge had to go. His partner is taking over. But perhaps we'll start by taking your name and occupation.
Valand Grammary, magician.
Finally
someone who does that.
And you're the decisive witness, are you? You can prove your fellow student your partner's guilt.
Fate, the grand illusion, filled with traps and tricks.
Wait! The shooting took place in the hospital after 11 o'clock at night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late?
If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is yes.
Okay. I always get the characters, don't I?
This is the premise of this game, yeah.
Am I back
Look
now?
at the prosecutor.
Yes.
Yay!
I have an interesting fact for you. You see several days before the crime. My witness receives this.
That looks very familiar.
Wait. That's the same letter Zach Grammy received.
Yes. Or perhaps I should say, ta-da!
Oh, wow.
And his nice
His
hair.
stance.
Yeah.
Order! 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 And what does it say? Surely not the same thing.
Perhaps you should see for yourself.
Why, it's practically the same. Court accept this into evidence. Magnavi's letter 2 added to the court record. This is most unusual. Exactly what was going on with you folks? What exactly was your trip Granary up to?
By which you mean?
I'm just having trouble envisioning a man who would ask his students to kill him. Both of them, no less.
It's just my opinion, Herr Judge. But from these letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking them.
We walked the magician's path together, and in so doing, shared much of our lives. When people are so close, there is strain, a warping of relations, you might say. Yet this has nothing to do with the case at hand.
By which you mean you're not going to tell us? Which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse.
Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. Defendant, Zach Gramary, stands accused. Tell us why.
Oh, I'll do more than that. For where he walks, the red roses rise, singing hymns to the miracle that is magic.
Fascinating. Though I hardly need to remind you. Now, the evidence could just as clearly point to you as the suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the 2 bullets found at the scene.
In fact, the only difference seems to be the designated time.
As every magician knows, timing is everything.
Sorry.
Ja. Und now it is time to get this party started.
Witness
testimony.
testimony.
Oh, sorry.
No, please go for it. I don't mind an ensemble doing that. The night of the crime.
Can I
I think
ask
we'll have
the
a
real
choir doing
question first?
First, Lemming, what did you say?
I was saying we could have a choir doing it.
But you have a question.
I have a real question here. Does Valand look better with or without mustache?
I think he looks better with the mustache, but he
I
does
think
look
looks
pretty
like
fine.
Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got quite a great jawline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Indeed.
But I think without the mustache, like you notice the jawline more.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's because he's got the porn star mustache. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Cervantes from the Soul Calibur series.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking.
Kinda.
Yeah.
With the mustache. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know why. I think it's the long hair as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those long locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. That night I visited the hospital room at the time Magnifi requested. The smell of gunpowder hung in the room, and my mentor had taken his final bow. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet a deal with the dead is still a deal. Death's sweet kiss I gave to the clown. Then I informed the doctor and the police.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm. So
Sus.
you were the one who reported the crime.
Indeed, I would think. This fact alone would clear my name of suspicion.
No.
As Among Us,
That's not-
if Among Us thought there's anything that makes you more sus.
Yeah, self-report sort of
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah. Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusion in this court. But if your testimony proves to be true, then the defendant, Zach Gramery, is guilty.
And if it wasn't Zach Gramery, then the killer was you, Valant. And no disappearing act will get you out of that.
Cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
The night of the crime. Okay, I'm guessing.
Can we-
Yeah,
Could we first examine the other letter?
of course.
Yes, I was just thinking.
The only thing I noticed is the timing is obviously later.
Oh,
20.
yes.
And the other
Same
one was
date?
11:05.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 minutes later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every IV comes like.
It's every half hour.
Half hour,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
And remember that
yeah.
Zach said that he spoke with Magnifi for about 5 to 10 minutes.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's his
So-
account.
Yes.
Yeah. But it does mean that Valant might have seen him.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
also a good point.
I mean, that's what, 5 minutes apart?
15
Yeah.
minutes, but then depends how long they spent talking. If it was 10
Yeah.
minutes, so if he arrived there on time, that means he'd get out by 15. 5 minutes, they would have bound to pass each other at some point.
Yeah. Because they keep walking out the door.
Yes.
Like human beings.
And the process of firing takes some time as well.
That's true.
Okay, right maneuver, press everything.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Which, according to the letter, was 11:20 p.m.
Indeed. In magic, timing is everything.
Right.
Consider the illusion of teleportation. If I were to appear on stage before my stunt double has left, how would that look? Why, it would reveal the very secrets of my magic.
Oh, I remember playing a game when that was possible. I broke the fabric of space-time.
Oh yes.
I get that reference.
Now that you've revealed the very secrets of your magic for all of us, let's move on. You've entered the designated time. What did you see?
Hold it! So, you weren't worried for your own safety at all? I mean, you smelled gunpowder, yes? What if the shooter was still nearby?
I did not consider this, to be honest. It is forbidden for a magician to have a good imagination.
Really? Isn't magic all about
Right.
illusions and imagination? How about this? You were the shooter, which is why you weren't afraid.
Now you are the one imagining. It is forbidden for a lawyer to have a good imagination.
Witness.
That might be true.
The witness will refrain from pausing so suspiciously before responding. My forbidden imagination is starting to imagine things.
Oh!
Well, this is sus.
Well,
Okay, I'm glad we pressed because that goofs are good.
Which brings us back to this reason. Neither of you could refuse.
So it does, and my partner, he did not refuse.
But Magnifi wrote the same thing to you. Why could you refuse if Zack couldn't?
Because I have a will of steel, of course. I also do this trick where I bend steel bars, so perhaps steel isn't also strong.
But which is it?
He bends it with that strong-ass jawline of his.
Yeah. Mind if I continue?
Oh!
That is a jaw that could catch bullets, I will say that.
Yes.
Yes.
that's a jaw that could reflect bullets.
There were 2 bullet holes in the crime scene. One in the victim, one in the clown. You're saying the one who shot the clown was you.
No doubt my partner Zack has said much the same thing.
Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed murder.
Is
I
this
better
trial
dig around
boring
here a bit
you,
more.
Mr. Wright?
The trial boring you, Mr. Wright.
Sorry, Your Honor, lack of sleep preparing for this. Even though I didn't get enough preparation in. And doesn't see what I turn up.
Who's
Mr.
up all
Valance.
night watching Steel Samurai.
Oh, what? That too. Let me ask you about something else concerning the crime scene. Namely,
Oh dear.
Number of pistols,
Yeah, because, yeah,
because Zack took one.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. Well, let's go for it then.
yeah, number of pistols.
Number of pistols.
How many pistols were there when you entered the room?
By which you mean what, precisely?
2 pistols were used in the Zack and Valanta quick draw shoot 'em, correct? What? One for each of you.
You are well informed, yes. Only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night.
What did Zack tell me back in the lobby?
Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time and found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket. I see no problem with that statement. Only 1 pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene after all.
So you picked up that pistol and fired it?
Indeed I did. Alakazam, Alakazing, Alakaboom.
That sounds like a Pokemon line.
Alakaboom!
Is the number of pistols really so important? Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's quite important. The number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor.
Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony.
What can I do but obey?
There's the man who says he has nerves of steel and didn't obey.
Only one pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown.
There's the contradiction.
Yeah.
Because if there was only one pistol, then he couldn't have fired it. It could be fired for a second time, but he's not aware there was a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold it!
So you took the only pistol there and fired it?
That's correct.
And that pistol was this one, which was left at the crime scene.
Good show. I see you two are a magician of sorts.
And you're an idiot of sorts. Do you have any idea what you just said?
I see the fire in your eyes as you glare to fitness. I love it. So, how about heating up this trial a bit? The show balance. The slow balance bore me.
I've got a hunch, but maybe that's all it is. Maybe I should ask about something else.
She's starting to get crunchy, Evac.
Oh, so it's not just me. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll reset the stream.
Please.
There we go. So I think this is us maybe changing information. I don't think we don't.
Yeah, I think this is a red herring. No need. Yeah, I think we're on the right path here.
Read the line.
On
then.
second thought, let's run with this testimony for a while longer. Go back to the pistol where it mentions only one pistol. So there was one there.
Yep. Which did have a bullet in there, which he shot with. Yeah.
But surely if Zach came first and has already shot, there should already be a bullet hole in the clown.
Yes, that's true.
May I say something?
Go on.
Of course.
The rifling marks.
Would be different.
Yeah, but if there's
We don't. Sorry, go on.
But if the rifling marks of the pistol he had match the pistol he says he had match the bullet in Magnify.
Yeah, but it
That's what
also. Yeah, and but the thing is, they haven't had a detailed time.
Yeah, no, there we go. Rifling marks for there we go.
Found the yeah. So if that's the gun he used, that's the one that matches the pen. Yeah, exactly. Look, it says right there. Right, that's the pistol. He's confirmed that one. The matching marks confirm that that's the bullet that's shot into the victim.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay, you nailed it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's not from memory. That's just because I was listening.
Yeah, no. My
According to the
apologies.
yeah, we've got there eventually. I think the music stopped. Where's the music? Play the music. Oh well. Continuing. According to the defendant, Zach Gramery, when he entered the room, there were 2 pistols on that table.
2?
One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in the forehead. Then he left with it in his pocket.
Of course, this is what he would say. Unlike the hapless clown, we must assume our defendant has some brains in his head.
Well, what about Mr. Vallant has told us? You see, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make sense.
What might that be? I told you I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown.
That's your story, at least. But the rifling marks tell a very different story, Mr. Vallant. Recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us.
We compared the bullets taken from the victim's skull with the bullets fired from his gun. The firing marks of the bullets were a perfect match.
Mr. Vallant, if you fired this pistol, then you shot the victim in the forehead.
Yo!
Nice. Order! 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 Well, this is all rather sudden.
Objection!
Objection! What have I done?
Prosecutor Gavin?
I owe the court an apology. Sorry.
Sorry for what?
Updated autopsy
Sorry,
report.
excuse for a defense attorney.
Oh, damn!
Oh.
Updated rifling marks.
You see, I was unaware that 2 of these unique pistols were crafted. The analysis of the hiding marks only proves the type of gun that fires them.
Be granted.
This is my version of the updated autopsy report, you see.
But that's not what you told us before.
We did say that though.
You said you'd verified the murder weapon.
Which is why I'm apologizing to you now. Quite sincerely, I might add.
You're still smiling.
Would you hold me, please?
Certainly.
I ship it.
He's too young for this.
Would you hold me accountable for the mistake I made in my youth?
You're
Yeah.
used to being half an hour ago.
You were arm's length, my friend.
That was
But
this morning.
I still was younger back then. I am still young.
Granted, you.
And I might add,
Oh,
it
no.
wasn't really my fault.
Your Honor, in my defense, I'm baby.
I am small baby.
Ich bin small baby.
Ich bin.
If the defendant had only admitted he took one pistol from the scene of the crime, we would not be having this pleasant discussion now.
Violent Grammary,
Yes, Your Honor?
you were presented to this court as a decisive witness. But you proved to be more divisive than decisive.
You'll see in time. The testimony so far has merely been a review of the facts. The proof comes next.
Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Gavin?
When her Volant entered the hospital room, the victim had already been shot. And his next testimony will prove, Herr Wright, the real fight is about to begin.
Bring it.
Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what.
Witness testimony.
Witness testimony.
Who shot what?
And who?
I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say, 11:20 p.m. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation, then called in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. He was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 p.m. And the only one in the room, and the one in the room at that time was my partner, not me.
Ooh,
I love how
that's...
this doctor apparently didn't hear 2 gunshots.
yeah, clearly selective hearing going on here.
Yes.
Hmm.
Boom. What was
Those-
that? Shouldn't be anything. Never mind.
Those times are rather close, you have to admit. You're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. You use a 10-minute discrepancy as a basis for your alibi.
It's easy to explain in this situation, Herr Judge. For example, take our debut hit single 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Cue to the song, press the play button and it will play for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Do it 100 times, the result is still the same.
The debut single was only 2 minutes 15 seconds long. What a ripoff!
I beg your pardon. Magic is a word of utmost precision. Hocus pocus requires admirable focus. And is the time of death determined by the doctor, there is an incontrovertible truth. That's a hard word.
Very well. The
Oh,
prosecution warns us that we're dealing with with precise times, and we can expect the crux to require the same level of precision.
I would hope the defense refrains from its customarily broad sweeping accusations. Lest we blur the focus in this. Lest we blur the focus this case so clearly demands.
Point taken. Base remarks result in a penalty. Carry on, Mr. Wright.
Carry on, right?
Ah, it's a joke.
Cross-examination.
Who shot what? Okay.
So, judging by what the judge just said rather judgingly, I'm guessing that if we press too much, we'll be penalized.
Maybe
Figure as much, yeah.
we can try.
I've had a thought though.
Yeah.
What if neither of them actually shot Magnifi? What if it's the what if it's the case that because Zach said that he talked to Magnifi for 5 to 10 minutes afterwards, which would have meant that there's a 10-minute gap where neither of them were in the room. It's entirely possible that if the time of death was what Valent said it was, then there's someone else snuck in during that specific point in time.
Yeah, if Zach did leave at 11:10, yes.
Possible.
And of course, Valent would have to lie about, about shooting the doll, because otherwise it incriminates him.
No, I actually think you're quite right, Scarf. But actually, I think it's almost the inverse. I don't think either of them killed him by shooting. That syringe, I think he might have been poisoned and Valent shot the dead body.
No, because that syringe has not been used.
Yeah.
Good point.
The syringe has not been used, and
That's
the IV has. It's possible.
The IV is
that
disconnected.
Yeah, it's possible that they took the IV off, and that's what killed him.
Yeah. My point is, I think that Valent did shoot, because Zach couldn't have shot him. At least we go by Zach's story. Valent might have shot him, but maybe he was already dead when Valent entered. But not for something else, and that wasn't Zach's doing.
What if he just
Did it himself.
Yeah,
What
what
if
if
in the IV?
what if he just straight up died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
What if we that was just like it and he was like, yeah, I've got closure. Time to die.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
he ripped off the IV.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe the IV need to be administered at a specific time to keep him alive, and he went, nah.
Yeah, if it's every half hour, it seems like it's keeping him alive.
Although, as Shadow has proven, it's pretty unpleasant and hard to do, ripping those things off your arm.
Yeah, because you would bleed all out all over the place.
Yeah, in real
Yeah.
life, in media, it happens all the time.
Maybe that's what Magnifi wanted.
That's not a way to go out, though.
No, but it's a way. It's a way. Yeah.
That's
It
long
certainly is a way,
appreciated.
yes.
No, what if that was the whole plan? Like to like he's found with like, the bullet in the head of the clown and the bullet in his dead body. So it looks like, there's like some meaning behind it, because he looks exactly like the clown. I just want to point out the hat is the same.
You are on it tonight,
Yeah,
Scarf.
you're on point.
And the head's in the same position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Oh my god, yeah.
as far as like, a sort of a scene to be found, it's
The
almost
same color of the outfit, everything. Yes.
Yeah.
he would want
Yeah.
his death to be like an artistic piece rather than
Yeah, because he is a magician himself.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, the two have pointed out that he has been coercing them. So is it out of the
Yes.
character for him to do this as the final fuck you before he dies?
Yeah.
It isn't.
Exactly.
Shall we press and see where it gets us?
Why not?
11:20 p.m. Can you prove that that's when you arrived?
Alas, such a feat may be beyond even the great Valant. For there was no one in the room but Magnifi, and he was departed after a fashion.
Also, they don't register visitors in the hospital. Interesting. I have here Defendant Zach Hammer's false supposition. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time. It was 10 minutes before I left the room, when the victim was still alive.
Time indicated by this letter to Zach was 11:05 p.m.
5 minutes.
Exactly. Which means the witness could not have entered the room before 11:15. Because his partner was still in the middle of his crime.
I see someone did their arithmetic homework.
You see, I love Mars.
God, I hate
The defendant
maths.
himself has corroborated the witness's testimony.
Pretty smart, actually.
Well, no, because there's 5 minutes where nobody's in the room at all.
There is. Estimate time of death 11 to 11:30. We now got a more precise time of death. Yes. 3 months to die. Small syringe. We know there's the 15-minute gap.
Yeah, it has been mentioned in one of the dialogues that it's 11:10.
I think this is a red herring.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
It's a-
no contradiction here.
It's trying to force you into badgering him. Oh, sorry, I skipped that. If you say so, whatever it was you're about to say, Mr. Wright. Let's continue, shall we?
Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth.
I want to smack him.
Get in line.
No matter how chiseled his jaw is.
Yeah,
He's a bit of a git.
Yes.
that's a word for him.
You're walking on a murder, and the first thing you do is shoot the clown.
The disciple does what the disciple must. My mentor's request, without reason, had caused for me a surfeit of sorrow. But what would I, Volant, be now without him? May the soul of Magnifi the Great find greater peace above. This I muttered to myself as I pulled that lonely trigger.
In any case, I believe this is nothing more than we have already learned. I'm still waiting for one of those right moments, attorney.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I wonder if that's hinting at the.
May I remind you that baseless remarks will earn penalties. Sorry, Shadow, go on.
I think they're hinting like, hey, use the piece of forged evidence.
Please proceed with that in mind.
Yes, Your Honor. What a pain this is turning out to be.
Alright.
Did the doctor say anything concerning the cause of death?
Why, yes. I believe he screamed, "My God, he's been shot in the head."
No.
It doesn't take a doctor to notice that. I believe I would have said much the same thing.
And I would have had the requiem, so the house in my soul like the whole sight.
Whatever happened to good old-fashioned investigation?
Oh, not with this attorney. In any case, I believe this is nothing more than what we have already learned. I'm still waiting for one of those right moments again, attorney.
I remind you that base remarks will again earn you penalties, Mr. Wright. Proceed with that in mind.
Yes, Your Honor. What a pain this is turning out to be.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yep.
Go for broke.
I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time?
You usually only get an estimated time of death. If true, I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death.
Magic revels in making the complex appear simple, but the reality is the opposite. What appears complex, in this case, is a simple matter of subtraction.
I see the person has done their arithmetic homework.
The point. The point here is the IV is a victim mistake. It's quite visible. It's a photograph of this.
Yeah,
There
so
it
it's
is.
quite unattached.
They
Wait,
call what we. Sorry.
there are. You see on the bag, there are gauges.
Yeah, there are markers. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. You're right. And it does seem there are like 5 minute markings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still.
Mm. Hey,
Hey,
how's
I've seen
Paul?
Clivier.
Mm. Yeah.
Javier?
What we heard earlier about the victim Magnificoma's schedule. April 11 Magnifique took an IV trip for 30 minutes.
I can see the IB bag is right there, yes.
Now look a little closer. Follow the tube turn from the back to the end.
Ah, the needle's been removed.
Doubtlessly it fell out when he was shot.
That's not how they
That's
work!
that's not how any of it works.
That would seem to be the case, even though I'm not an expert, and this seems like it'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
When the needle comes out, IV no longer trips.
That's also not true. You would have
Yeah.
to turn the tap off, but
Yeah.
My current theory is like they ripped it off earlier, and if there was any more liquid, they might have put it somewhere to point it like to.
well, no, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that complicated. I think like they're gonna take the IV out and it's gonna stop. But just like in the real world, it would not stop. You see, there is a tap at the bottom of the
Yeah.
bag, and in the real life, you would have to turn that off. But
Yeah. We drowned the whole bed.
yes,
So things are done differently in Japanifornia.
yes.
Apparently.
Ah, you could just measure the remaining IV liquid.
Precisely. The IV liquid functions for our purposes as an hourglass of sorts. This is how the doctor determines the time of death.
Ah,
From the amount remaining in the bag, it was determined that the IV had stopped 10 minutes after administration began.
so 11:20.
11:10.
11:10.
IV
yeah.
report added to the court record.
I'm a dummy.
It's okay.
Is it? And also, you're not.
You're not.
I can't do the maths though.
Me neither. It's fine.
That means you're normal, high-functioning human beings. It's those who do maths that are suspicious.
True.
And so it was when I, Volant, entered that room. 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed. And this is proof.
See, he's doing proper math, he's sus.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Did that seem important?
I think it was.
Yes. Well, seeing as how it is the biggest clue we have to the time of death, I'd say it's very important.
Agreed. It would be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. All the power of arithmetic. Very well. The witness will add this detail to his testimony.
Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth.
I love how it's a longer pause. Oh. Scarf? It's technically a new line.
Yeah, sure it is. The water of life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence.
Like I said, I love the grandioseness and the gravitas you bring to Valorant.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's so good.
It's needed for the role, though.
It's my regular voice, but with a few more pauses in it.
Well,
Works
it works.
marvelously.
It does.
Did you notice the IV yourself by any chance?
When first I entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. Next, a mark of death upon my mentor's forehead. And then, his left arm did I spy a rose drooping and wilted. Its thorn, the discarded IV needle.
Oh boy.
Knocked from the vein by the force of the shot. Luckily for you.
That's not how IVs work.
That's not how any of this works, but let's play along.
They get literally stuck to the arm so this thing doesn't happen. When I had a cannula in my arm... Never mind.
Please, game.
If that IV had not been there, why, you must be a suspect.
Indubitably so. I might say it's thanks to my lucky color.
Your lucky color?
Indeed, even today I wear it proudly upon my suspect self. For it always, without fail, brings me luck. Why, when Zack and Volant won their first Magician's Grand Prix. Yes, the very one held by the Association of International Magicians. I was adorned in this attire then too, and our trophy, a bust. Ah, what a day that was.
This is one trip down memory lane no one needs.
My lucky color, yes indeed, and that IV too. I say, I think 'twas huge, especially for me, Volant.
I was hoping there would be a fun that he might be facing another bust today.
That does seem to be the case, indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on the testimony?
Well, the IV's supposed to be green, not yellow.
Also, where's the blood?
It's a trick question, Mr. Wright. What, do you think we should add to the question? Simple question, Mr. Wright. Add it to the testimony or not?
Milan sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this lucky color testimony?
Well, it's not yellow.
I don't think that's a problem, honestly.
I do. I mean, he said it's yellow, and yet it's green in the photo.
Oh, okay. Also, you see that there's a sticky tape on the fucking cannula.
Yeah, that's sticking to your arm.
We're not letting this go, game.
You
Well, you're-
done fucked up, game.
You're focused on the needle. I'm focused on the color of the actual liquid. And that's the thing.
The IV
I mean-
fluid.
Or is this going to be is the dress blue or yellow thing again?
No, it is green. It is
That
definitely
is definitively
Yeah, but the
green.
thing below it is yellow, though.
Because he's so sure about it that it's his lucky color. That's a pretty big thing.
Yes.
It certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck. But not this time. Mr. Volant, your lucky colors betrayed you.
Mr. Valent, you colorblind.
I'm afraid you've lost me.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence.
What? Please recall my warning at the beginning of this cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Baseless accusations will be duly penalized. I do hope this latest accusation is well-based.
Don't worry, I've got your bases right here.
Very well, let's hear the defense's claim.
Us.
Where is this evidence that contradicts what Mr. Valance has told us?
In the
The
photo.
photo. The crime scene tells all, Your Honor.
A photo of the crime scene?
All this talk of color has me yearning for black and white, clear-cut simplicity. Tell us, Wright. Just where is the contradiction in this photo?
My pleasure. And I assure you, it's quite simple. But I can't promise anything black and white.
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What in this photo contradicts the witness's testimony?
The IV bag. Take that. Volant Grammary, let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow, yes?
Kind of takes the mystery out of it, but yes.
Something wrong with yellow, Mr. Wright?
Yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene.
What's this?
Confusion? Doubt? Tell us, what do your elderly eyes spy?
Even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Valant. Look at that IV bag.
What is this? What foul magic?
It would be hard to call the IV liquid yellow. And I'm afraid no magic was involved in the taking of this photograph.
Wait a minute.
Alaka, no!
Wait a minute. If this is the colour of the IV,
Did
then
he squirt yellow from his flower?
Order! 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 What does this mean?
Objection!
I think he did.
Sis, this is some kind of mistake!
Oh, did we lose someone?
Oh, that's a big one.
he's just popping in and out.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Your witness's mistake.
The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose there's no substitute for experience. Holography. Yes. As you reminded us several times. Your lucky color is yellow, but the IV is clearly not.
Well,
The contradiction can mean only one thing.
objection!
Objection! And to think, you almost had me.
Huh?
I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright.
He said it! Roll credits!
Yeah. Is it something you'd like to tell us, Prosecutor Gavin? As far as this court can tell, the witness's testimony does contradict the evidence.
Yeah, a contradiction. Well, that I shall be pleased to head right back to her right.
How do you mean?
How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree, the clowns, the IV
Oh, because
does
the-
appear to be sort of greenish
The
yellow.
bag is blue.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, God. But I assure you, the liquid itself is quite yellow.
Yeah, but how would...
But he would know only if he dripped some of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yellow
But
liquid? How
You
could...
would only know... You'd only know it's yellow because you took it
Yeah.
out of his body!
And in this universe, it doesn't drip when it's taken out of the vein. So
liquid-
the only way was to pour some out of the bag.
How could you say that? As far as I can tell from this photo, it's green!
Yeah, but what color is the ivy bag itself?
The bag? You mean the plastic bag on the hook?
This is like a, I want to say, light blue.
Precisely. Not figured it out yet. Put the yellow liquid in a blue bag and explosion.
You get green.
This incidentally is the liquid's true color.
I see! Explanation does have the ring of truth to it.
I guess it's chemo.
As I thought. There's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin.
Gavin?
Boss?
You may tell a good tale. But you've just proven something rather grave. For you, that is. The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes? But how did this witness know that?
Ah.
It's quite unnatural when you think about it. You did think about it, didn't you? Your Honor, the defense requests an explanation from the witness. At the scene of the crime, the IV liquid appears to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid is actually yellow?
Alaka, oh my god!
Oh yes, here comes the bop.
Order! 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 Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once. Witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid. So I'm sure it means something, but what?
I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Valant Grammary, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because
He'd seen it. He knew the IV liquid's color.
from the facts before us, the answer is clear. The witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow. Why? Because he'd seen it before. But not inside the blue bag we see in the photo. He saw the liquid by itself in a clear, colorless bag.
I suppose he would have had to, but I'm still not clear as to what this means.
Oh.
I got it as well.
Yourself. Why would he know if he didn't work in the hospital? That's where you'll find your meaning, Your Honor.
Objection! I'm afraid I find nothing. So, what if he knew the IV liquid's color? Leave the getting excited of absolutely nothing, yeah. Teeny bopper fans, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, admitting that the majority of your fan base.
Also, I
Yeah,
just admitted that I'm absolutely nothing.
The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes of sand remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin.
I remember it well.
However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag.
Wait, I know. An hourglass uses sand, but an IV bag uses liquid. I'm right?
Well, you're not wrong, Judge.
As much as it pains me to say this, Your Honor, no. Unlike the sand through an hourglass, liquid enters the patient's body. IV liquid enters the patient's body. At which point, like magic, it disappears. However, if that amount of IV liquid had increased, you couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in.
Objection! Let me get this straight here. You're saying the witness spotted sounds of victims' IV bag.
No. Not with water, but with IV liquid. That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow.
Not where I was going with it, but okay.
Now, wait, I said wait! How might an amateur such as yourself, such as myself, essay to perform such a task?
It's got a point.
Objection! I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water into a cup.
That's not the same thing.
Objection! I'm afraid there's quite a big difference between a cup and an IV bag. Quite.
You're saying, Shadow?
No, he's got a point. That shit's not easy to do.
No, I mean that's the compared to the version we were having at the beginning is way too complicated.
Yeah.
Can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat?
He has a point, amateurs. I at least would have some difficulty pouring IV liquid into that bag.
You don't need to be an expert to see the look on the witness's face. He added liquid to that IV to throw off the time of death.
I tire of these fairy tales lacking evidence.
Well, Mr. Wright, any solid evidence to bring us back down to earth?
Valant Grammary. I'm afraid your magic won't serve you well in a life of crime.
Might I ask what you're strongly suggesting?
Magic relies on props, and props become evidence. Our witness was certainly able to increase the amount of the IV liquid in the bag. All he had to do was work a little magic, and the prop was...
The small syringe.
Oh yes. Has no sign to use.
But it's been washed and shows no sign of use.
Yes.
The victim's syringe?
It's the perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick. And easy enough for an amateur to use.
Not necessarily. Okay.
Objection! What kind of evidence is that? The syringe was clean, not a trace of liquid in it.
Objection! And you don't find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin?
Boss!
The victim had the syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left inside.
I mean, there's also the point that they say it's not used, but the plunger is all the way down, so it has been used.
But no, because we know it's not fresh because it's been washed. So therefore, we know it can't be one that's fresh. You know, it's got to be a used one that's been washed.
You don't wash a fresh, sterilized syringe.
It shows no sign of use, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't.
But it doesn't. The plunger is all the way down, so it has been used.
Let's have a look.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah, she's absolutely correct.
Good spot.
There you go.
Yeah, because you push the plunger down to use it. You pull the plunger back up to pull the liquid in to wash it. Or no, you can take the plunger out from the top, but then you'd have to push it back down again to remove the liquid from the tube.
My brain!
Phoenix?
As you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes the perfect clock. One that you can manipulate at will!
Oh, look, it's
Mwah, great acting, Scar. Yes.
Amazing.
Perfect.
I love it.
I do believe, well, with this being his first, that the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for Prosecutor Gavin.
Rip.
I'm afraid that while there is a doubt as to the amount of IB liquid in that bag, the time of death cannot be proven. And that brings our trial to a close for today.
Correct.
Well, maybe we can squeeze an extra day out of this. I can do a little much-needed investigation work. And hopefully get an extra day's pay.
Is there no objections to...
Objection!
Guitar solo!
Coolly says no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively.
Huh?
A vote suffice. Underestimate the young until sweep your feet out from under you. In a way you never ever expected.
You say that's all you groupies, do you?
Oh, all the time. And they lap it up. Winku.
I think I might want to crawl out of my own skin at the moment.
Okay.
Sorry.
You see,
Alright.
No, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You see, I know exactly what you're thinking.
What is he talking about?
Oh, you say the fitness used the syringe to manipulate the level of the IV liquid. But there's no proof.
There's no proof he didn't do it either.
Yeah, quite true.
Huh? He's admitting it?
Nor was the witness quite as decisive as I hoped. This I admit, after all, filing in the past and the future holds so much.
You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin?
Proof, Herr Judge. I have another way to prove my case. With evidence, no less.
Oh, it's the book.
What's this?
This is the victim Magnifique Hammer's diary.
Diary?
After going to the hospital, Magnifique began hiding his memoirs at sea. The story of his birth is startling debut and his of meeting his disciples.
And there was a page missing.
There was a page changed into something else. Yeah. It seems he intended for the last chapter and quite appropriately with his death.
Wait. That book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? The reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last request.
Sadly, it does not. What's important here is on the last page. Apparently, the victim wrote in his journal last night, even after the IV had begun at 11. Let's read it, shall we?
This appeared to be written just before his death. Court accepts this into evidence. McAfee's diary added to the court record. Shall we read it?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we can only inspect it. Well,
Oh no.
oh, can we? Oh, we
well,
can.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is the last page. The diary ends here.
Huh? What's this? It looks like a page was ripped out. Well now, isn't that interesting?
So I can't actually read the page. That's annoying.
That's very annoying.
0 out of 10.
Read the very last part with particular care. Maybe after the. Oh, now we can do it.
Tonight's IV is maybe. Sorry, I'll read this. Then we can read Clavier's line. Tonight's IV is in maybe the last. I leave the rest to them. The first should come soon. This journal may end here, or it may go on. In fact, you quote this now, so let's go ahead, Clavier.
Yeah, this journal may end here, or it might go on, but for how long, that depends on his hand. Of course, by his. He refers to our defendant, Zach Comrie.
That would make sense, yes. He was the first scheduled visitor, after all.
But look at what he said before that. This journal may end here, or it may go on. It may go on. But if I come, I intended to hide again.
May, though.
That is. If that camera didn't pull the trigger.
But then why would he send 2 letters to ask for his death?
That's the point. What the first one? If the first one killed him, and then it would go on.
Yeah.
Well, the first one didn't kill him, it would go on.
I think the missing page would state that. It would state that Zach didn't kill him and he had a nice talk to him. And now we wait for Blanche. And now it's gonna be changed into something that Vera has changed.
Yeah, because that's why the page has been torn out, because he kept
Yes.
writing afterwards, and
Probably.
fucking Valiant was just like, nope.
Yeah, nope. We're changing that into something else. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The victim's diary does not go on. It ends. Because McAfee's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Comrie.
Mutter.
Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, are you certain that McAfee Grammy wrote this?
There's no mistaking his handwriting.
Well, this
There
seems to
is
be
mis-
significant. Yes?
But there is a mistake now, because isn't this a fake diary?
No, the diary, sorry. If I remember correctly from the last episode, the diary is true. The fake
Oh, yeah,
is
it's
missing.
It's the missing page.
Yeah.
According to this, McAfee did intend to continue his diary. Yet, if his diary ended here, which plainly it did,
So the one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Comrie. Well, how do you like me now, Herr Wright? Still too clean for your taste,
He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with his precious evidence.
well, Mr. Wright, which testimony we've heard was lacking, but put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case.
If the diary's accepted like this, the trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something. We've got no choice, do we?
No,
Yeah.
we don't.
Go.
I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence.
What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary?
Do you have a counter diary? It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment.
Very well. Please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Incidentally, don't even think of showing us the diary I've just shown to the court. Now that I've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Shows evidence that proves the victim continued writing this diary.
All right, I'd be happy to. The decisive evidence proving the diary didn't end with this page is retrieving the missing page.
The notebook page.
Yeah.
Seems fair clock will make me wait a little longer, at least. Only less than 10 swift minutes remain. Those who have supported me in this life's work, I give thanks for well, my perfect grammar. Take that! Take that.
First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out.
What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all.
That's why we're still here talking about this. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page.
Alaka, I don't believe it.
Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnify Grammary. That's the defense's position.
But wait, let me see that. To Sam Hill? Why, this is a continuation of the victim's diary.
Oh.
Oh no.
Note the torn edge of the page.
But
It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page of Magnify's diary.
Quite remarkable.
Would you care to explain that? What all this means, attorney?
The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Grammary left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor. Valant Grammary!
No. No!
Turned into a John Woo film.
The handwriting too matches that on the other pages. This is, without a doubt, the genuine article.
Oh dear.
Order! Order! Order!
But wait, it's impossible. That
why?
old man couldn't have written that.
Objection!
Why?
Objection! Finally,
Oh.
you just couldn't resist, could you, right?
Oh.
Resist what? Presenting solid evidence?
Her charge.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin?
Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses.
I ask only to put it on hold. Please? My new witness has a very, very
No.
important piece of testimony to give.
Oh no.
No, he's gonna put Trucy on.
Yeah. 5 Minuten, no more. I promise, Your Honor.
Well, if you put it that way, Mr. Wright, what's your take on this?
Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway. So it might as well be sooner.
Then, though this is highly, highly irregular, we will put the current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring this surprise witness to the courtroom.
I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. You must have known. And I should have known it was a bad sign all around.
Oh no.
Oh, that's Drew.
The forger.
That's interesting.
Oh, well, the forgers.
Holding
That's Drew Misham.
The fake forger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin.
I beg the court understanding. But I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony.
A judiciary deal?
The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it best to contain the information to this room.
Very well. And you are the witness, I gather? Well, who's going to be Drew Misham?
Good question.
I guess it's me because I haven't really done anything so far.
Okay, maybe?
Okay, it's a good shout.
I mean, you were Gumshoe. And Emma's most likely going to pop up at some point. Or over the lines. Or Drifting.
Maybe not with the Discord being
Okay.
more obnoxious
That's,
than usual
no,
tonight.
that's a fair shout. That is a fair shout.
Is Kay still with us?
I think Kay might have fallen.
I'm fine.
Oh.
I just did and forgot to unmute. I muted because I was doing things around the room. I think I was also eating chips at one point, but like
That's cool.
I'm fine.
Okay, well,
Do you
you're
wanna
back.
take Drew?
Yeah, sure. I was talking and I didn't realize it was muted,
Sure.
and I was like, yeah, I'll take Drew, and then
Okay.
you kept talking and I didn't realize.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Take it away then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yes, sir.
State your name and occupation for the record.
My name's Drew Misha. I'm a painter.
A painter? And you're somehow related to this case?
Well, not per se.
I have one simple question to the witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is?
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I made it.
You what?
Crunch time.
You
We
made
crunchy
it?
grapes.
That's fine. I'm working
Yeah.
on it.
Crunchy, crunch, crunch. You made it?
Yes, you might call it one of my works.
The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zach Connery.
Illegal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large, Umisham, was another side, you might say. Has another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproduction of certain things. Forgeries, in other words.
Forgeries?
Well, so are we to understand that this page here is...
A fake. Prepared by the defense attorney.
Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence.
Objection! Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. But what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix Wright.
Witness!
That doesn't mean he's the one who ordered it, but okay.
Mr. Bisham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
Right.
That I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want and they receive my payment. And I receive my payment. That's the extent of my contact with them.
But there's no proof that this is a fake.
It's a fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say without a doubt, this is mine.
I'm screwed.
Yep.
Mr. Wright, you've just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court.
Oh, poor judge.
It was careless of me. That's all I can say.
Goodbye. Here.
What's this?
I don't know, but I just got it over there in the hall. Here we go. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap.
Mr. Wright,
Yes.
do you have an explanation for yourself?
If I did, would the court hear it?
Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney.
Fatal to perhaps for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defendant highlights on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one.
Your Honor, wait! I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime. But you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual.
Even to the end, Phoenix stands for his clients.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's precious.
Good
Honorable
man.
to a fault.
What a good man.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor,
Another close call, I just say. If the prosecutor's office had not received that hot tip, everything would have gone the way you wanted to, y'all.
This wasn't the way I wanted it to go.
No. I even gave you a chance. If I may, I'm pretty sure that the same person who just told Trucy to give it to Wright was the person who tipped the prosecutor's office.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Too bad you decided not to think before embarrassing yourself.
Wow.
I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed.
Mr. Attorney,
yes?
could I ask your name?
Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright. I've seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
At least somebody will.
Oh, and I wonder if Jury's just like, shit. Maybe I've stitched up this guy by accident.
Oh, my brother is back. I better take over.
Oh, am I back on judge?
Zach's in the courtroom, so yeah.
Fair enough. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must...
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Zack?
There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how do you plan to announcing your verdict when your defendant does not exist?
It doesn't exist? What are you talking about?
I am talking about this.
Mr. Enigma!
The defenders escape. Fighting quick, bailiff.
Bailiff, close all exits from the building.
Yes, sir!
On the double, he must not be allowed to escape.
What a twist!
What a twist.
That day, in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shardy Enigma, aka Zach Gramarye, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably, vanished.
And my Discord
before the
froze
bailiff
right at that
died.
moment.
Oh.
No one ever saw him again, not since that day.
This is the Gramarye miracle. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
God damn.
It's fine.
Ah! Do you want to take this or should I?
No, I think it makes sense that Phoenix take it.
No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zach Gramarye vanished, along with him for all eternity. The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however, but not until 7 years later.
To be
To be continued.
right now.
Yeah! Well, we probably should take a small break.
I agree. Let's take a small break.
Yeah.
Let's. We'll see you all in 5 minutes time. Not too long. 5 minutes, if even that. 5 minutes. We'll see. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. And we are back in the room. And I did decide to save just while we're waiting because I didn't want anything to happen. I have to go through all that rigmarole again. Welcome back, everyone, as we are back playing some Apollo Justice and carry on the case. I actually think it would be appropriate if Phoenix reads these things.
Very well. Wrong screen. Ah. There we go. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all this out for yourself. Which of the Magnifique Gramarye's disciples pulled the trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant, Zach Gramarye, go? What dark truths lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind?
Wait, so
Mason's
was
system.
Zach her father?
Yes.
Yes.
In fact,
Wow.
that's what I love.
Makes it work.
Also, I also love the fact that her stance like that when she puts her hands on her hips is exactly like Zach's. Exactly like Zach's.
Realize
You just disappeared, like,
Yeah.
entirely from her life.
Yeah. Aaron Levy.
The past left us 4 keys to unlocking the truth.
I don't.
But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers,
What kind of matrix did I end up in?
the final
I
trial
will
will
switch
begin.
games.
But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game.
Wait, what?
An Ace Attorney game.
I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Touch the arrow to switch between the past and the present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play.
Welcome to the Mason system, where we are to determine and find the truth of events through 4 scenes in the past and 4 scenes in the present.
So we're in the matrix.
Effectively, we're in like a system that has all this evidence. Think of us as jurors, if you will. And I think, if I remember my ordering, the best way to start this is actually at the Wright and Co. law offices, not at the detention center. Because that sheds some light on things. Because basically, some scenes we have to do in a particular order because we have to get information that we then present in those scenes. And that can be true for things in the future, or present, I should say, giving us information that we use in the past. Confusing, I know.
Yeah,
I do-
I'm glad I'm not the one at the steer of this whole thing.
I do remember that I started at the Wright and Co. law offices. So let's go there.
I picked the wrong time to have a mouthful of popcorn.
He's eating his feelings
Phoenix
away,
Wright,
it's fine.
on his way home, grabbed some takeaway after because he wanted to make himself feel better after being disbarred.
Yeah, I kind of need some
Pretty
comfort
much.
food, you know.
There's no kitchen in the Wright and Co. offices.
He's eating his
There is a
feelings.
microwave. The nightmare trial was over. And the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away. But I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away.
"7 years ago, Wright and Co. offices.
Morning, Daddy.
Ah, I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They're picking on you.
I am fine as always. This old boy here is to help me after all.
That's a young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office.
Oh no!
Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. You need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go in wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
So, if I stay here... does that mean you'll be my family?
My heart! Huh? I guess so.
You are now my child. You are now my child now.
Mr. Attorney.
Actually, why don't you just call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy if you like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
Okay. Say, Daddy.
That was quick. Yes?
I like the deadpan. That was quick. You know.
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. Say thanks, Daddy.
Oh no.
Look at the positives, I guess.
Oh, in this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know?
She's got a point.
Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Oh no, baby!
Jersey, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. I don't want appearances deceive you.
There are child labor laws, my love.
Not in Japanifonia.
Stick with me, you'll be just fine, Daddy.
You'll never go hungry again.
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge?
Okay, then.
What the shit?
She absolutely is already in charge.
By the way, for note, we do have end search, so we can simply stop if we want to and go back to the Mason system if we think we don't have what we need. But let's talk.
Did I miss anything of value?
We've adopted a daughter.
Oh, okay.
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You can at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Oh, baby.
Maybe.
Sweet thing.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law.
Yeah, he was gonna say something just then.
No, I was trying. I thought that was my line.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it was not.
Or even much about law, if you would ask some people.
Maybe the
Don't
problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You've got me, don't you? I'm a professional.
I adore
A
that.
professional?
Yep. After all, I am directly descended from the Phoenix Wright.
Directly descended? He's your father?
Oh! And now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright too!
That's not how it works, but it works.
I think an 8-year-old
Yeah.
just
You know.
massaged my ego.
That's not how it works, but for Trucy, that's how it works.
You don't really explain Dante 8-year-old yet.
Yeah, no, it's just like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just
whatever.
sure, whatever.
Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zach Grammary?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
That'd be so amazing.
Which daddy was that again?
The biggest stop trip Grammary, and they're big.
The Grammaries? They were on a television a lot. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happens when you put Zach and Blanc Grammary together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
That's pretty cool.
Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for them at the top.
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
No.
Ah! I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what'll happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Maybe.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he's unemployed. I think things are gonna be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother.
My guess is the mom got the Disney treatment.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got fridged.
So, Trucy, you're a professional?
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
They say that?
I always thought it was funny though.
What was?
Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles?
She's not wrong.
Correct.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, so, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy.
That's right. Well, wanna see a trick?
You're gonna do a magic trick?
Come on. How can we not?
Yeah,
How
we've
ca-
got to see.
Please just do that.
Show me.
Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
The spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
Yeah.
This is Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah!
She's even more cute without a hat. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Also, I just only noticed slight difference. Her hair color is slightly lighter brown, or younger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, you might not have seen it due to the lag, but the audience would have seen it. I love how, because she's not tall enough for Miss Hat to whip it off her head, she jumped up to cause it to hop up so he catches it.
Oh, I need to rewatch
Aw.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
It's
watch
Yeah.
adorable.
I have to rewatch that.
I'll grab the gift from the wiki.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yes, please.
I want to see
Yeah.
it.
No worries.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great? your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service. I'm
Hey.
standing for Mr. Hat.
Certainly makes an impression.
Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. No. Though my routines do get a bit heady at times, huh? Get it? Heady!
My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack.
Fair enough.
The amazing Mr. Hat added to the court record.
I was just gonna say, at 8 years old, that feat of ventriloquism, really fucking good.
Yeah.
And the work, and the working. Yeah.
And the
Okay,
fact
I
that
found
she's
it.
apparently
I'm putting it
carrying him
in.
around.
Yes.
And
On the bench, it should be. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, ooh.
it's in the bench.
Aw, that's so cute.
That's amazing.
Oh wow.
So cute.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
You can
It
see her
is
like
adorable.
push the top it. That's the thing. That's the thing on her belt.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah,
I'm still just amazed that at 8 years old, she's carrying that thing around basically at all times.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's on her back.
Somehow.
That's about
Don't
mommy.
worry about it.
Oh dear. Could you tell me about your mommy, if it's okay?
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage? You mean with your daddy?
Yep. She was always there with a sack and volant, smiling. But then she went away.
Went away.
It was a grand illusion, but hang on. But she made a mistake.
Oh no.
She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe, so...
I cried then, a lot.
Of course you cried, baby.
That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
A locket.
Ah. Oh, it's a different locket.
Yeah.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Her name is Thalassa. Thalassa Grammary. And also Thalassa means ocean.
Ah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, because thalassophobia.
Thalassophobia is, yeah.
Ah. Poor girl. I didn't know her mommies had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before our eyes.
Hey, Daddy, you won't.
Don't worry. I won't vanish. I promise.
How to give your dog a separation anxiety in one easy step.
Right. You can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan.
Wow.
Children have no filter.
I know, right?
Daddy always said to have a backup plan, like disappearing in court.
I guess all I read as is a backup plan.
Aw, Phoenix.
Thursday's locket
There's
added to
nothing
the
wrong
court.
in being a backup plan.
I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family.
Aw.
I just hope you're ready. The Wright Talent Agency opens tomorrow.
What? But are we representing anyone?
Me and you. That makes two, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way,
You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
okay, I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
Holy shit. Oh!
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team, Daddy-O.
Team, right.
A nice wholesome scene.
It's so cute.
It is.
sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light.
Oh.
It's adorable.
She Was My Light is like a thing in the fandom about Trucy.
How could you not be with her?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about as far as I remember. That I started here, and then that's it.
I'm gonna pull up the transcript. Hold on.
Well, it's not saying we need to follow it, but where should we go
We can improvise now.
next?
Yeah. I can also I can say the recommended area and then you can I'll find it though. You guys do something while I'm doing that.
I would think,
Oh, I just picked apparently. I was wanting to highlight a section, and I just picked. Okay.
But that's where I wanted to go, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
there we go.
okay, fair enough. Well, we can always hop back out again, can't we?
Yeah.
We might as well see this to the end now.
Yeah.
Drifting.
7 years ago, District Court defendant lobby number 2.
Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. Didn't want to have remembered that day.
Excuse me one moment, sorry. I wasn't prepared to come in.
Fair enough.
Popcorn.
Fruit pastels, but
Oh, oh my God.
I haven't had any.
give me a moment.
Gif.
It's chewy. Oh
Gif.
god.
GIF.
Hey, back. I'm gonna eat some muffins.
That's fine. You can have your muffins. Proof pastels though. GIF.
The moment he showed up, I had like 3 fruit pastels in my mouth. And I was like, oh no. Okay. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Zack?
There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about this.
See ya, motherfuckers!
Peace out.
Peace.
Mr. Enigma!
Since the defenders escaped, find him quick.
Bailiff, close all exits from the building.
Yes, sir.
My man literally just went, I'm head out.
On the double, he must not be allowed to escape.
In the court, if the defendant escapes, it doesn't change the fact that he can be declared guilty or not.
In this world, it does.
Yeah. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge. But now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching.
I'm just a lawyer that you used to know.
Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you there, sir? Down of the hands! For the head! No, no, no!
So yeah, everybody just turn down their stream volume because yeah.
Yeah, we're
This is
moving
a
into
recurring thing.
shouting territory.
I don't think it's as much as it was in his previous appearance, but
Do you remember this person?
Oh, sure.
I've literally just met him in
I would
Rise from the
hope
Ashes.
What's the big
no.
deal?
Hands on the head. No.
My ears!
No, not authorized personnel not allowed in here.
But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed.
No, I'm just saying, look at this, sir. And I'm usually wrong.
Oh,
Oh, look at him.
Oh.
No one has ever praised him. I love my friends and girl and even my wallet.
We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago.
No recollection of that, sir.
Probably took a hit to the head. Huh?
For me working on cases always in a present. Progressive dancer. There is no past, there is only now, sir.
Why are you complaining about losing everything? Okay. You're
now, sir.
the bailiff, right?
Yes, sir. Oh, then I should have given my list.
No.
Yes, sir. Court bailiff might be considered your salary, sir.
Sorry, it's just the way I've always voiced Mike Meekins. And please, Burr, please carry on. I'm loving this. Okay.
I have asked to meet with the bailiff at the court who let the magician escape.
Let me try to make it as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Can you put down the megaphone, please? But you were a regular police officer once, right?
Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir.
Tell me about it. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. You were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing.
I'm dying over here. Oh, the hard shock life, sir. Hard knock life, even. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. I said that before, but it's so shocking.
I'm guessing I wasn't the only victim.
Oh, my apologies. I just bumped my mic.
It's alright. I hear it.
No worries.
All right. Hello, Meekins.
I was not expecting any more characters.
Fun fact.
I feel like you might want to turn my volume down a bit more.
I think you're good, buddy.
No, you're fine, but I just worry for your throat at the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have some lozenges. I'll be fine.
Good.
Fun fact: the kanji on his armband means it means temporary or provisional license.
Oh.
And this was not changed in any of the localizations apparently. Like I thought it was because I remember seeing stuff, but I guess I made that up. But like he's also wearing that same armband in his previous appearance.
Yeah.
All right, Meekins.
That's a horrible lot in life.
Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform.
Ah.
Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this. Last year, tragedy struck a rising star into prison. I left my case file 4 times in 3 days. They fired me.
Well,
That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing.
Well, they know they're missing older cases, sir. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff.
But your uniform.
I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired.
Isn't that...
yeah.
It's not...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not legal. It's impersonating a police officer. That can't be legal. So, you were the one that let the magician get away that day?
I'm dying over here.
You will be in a minute.
Of sorrow is among the court bailiff, the hope that tragedy thrives.
Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Gramry's disappearance?
Oh, the humanity!
Sorry, I'm creasing up over here.
That's enough of that.
Oh. Right, sorry.
No, it's okay. I think I might end up snorting this muffin out of my nose.
I'd say it was about 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door's not open! Slam! Some guy's face is right there in front of me! A face!
So So you saw someone suspicious coming your way.
Yes, and I being bailiff of Little Standing, I give chase. I chased that field cut, sir, all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here, sir.
That's Phoenix's line.
Sorry.
Yes, I have a diagram. I have a diagram of the court building here. Oh.
There's courtroom number 7, that's where I was, sir. All by myself, nary a friend to call my own.
Oh,
Poor thing.
Okay. Which way did Zach Granby run after bursting through the courtroom door?
He went up like this, and around the corner like that. Oh, I was no delay. Ran after him with no delay. Then I turned the corner with no delay. I saw the magic man run into the defender lobby. Swiftly I ran, following him, threw myself boldly into the room. I remember it like it was right here, because it was lobby number 2, sir.
what?
Oh my god.
I remember it like it was only last week, because it was. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here.
Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician god vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. It's just gone.
That's impossible.
Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I don't think this man is okay.
Yeah, what's that even in his hands?
Sorry, I just have a quick interruption. My apologies.
No, it's fine.
I would still say this man is much better than he was in case number 4.
I know, right? That's a bit though, but your voice is perfect for Meekins.
It really is.
Thank you, sir. I'm dying over here.
It's funny, I literally just met this character. He just turned up now.
Now you can see him in full display.
Get used to him.
Oh god.
Okay, I won't see it again, promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby?
Before that, Scarf, if I may ask, because I've not seen the last time you streamed, who's voicing him in your case?
It's a Mazdu and Meekins.
Oh. Okay.
I almost did. I think if someone was saying, "Oh, maybe Scarf should take him," but I think I ended up giving it to Itamar. So.
By the way,
Still.
Bert, is your voice gonna be okay?
It is, sir.
Okay.
I'll make sure of it.
All right. I'm just checking.
I'll be fine, sir. I searched.
Why the pause?
There was nothing here, though, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir.
How can you talk so loud and still be hiding something?
This man's sus now.
So Zach was in this room when he vanished.
Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eye. A red little cat that flying came. He ran right in here, right inside this room.
Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, all right.
But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there's nothing I could do, but nothing, sir.
He's behind the sofa the whole time.
Blast.
I don't know if he actually saw Zach. What if it was
I-
Trucy?
I thought it might have been Mr. Hat, yeah.
Yeah.
What about now? Have any ideas?
Sir? Ideas about what exactly, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea of what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Oh!
Hey!
Cyclops! I should have known.
So, welcome to a mechanic that Scarf and Burr haven't been introduced to, because it's introduced in Game 2. The idea of this was the game developer's way of saying, hey, this person's hiding something, you're going to need evidence in order to get it out.
I see.
You have to break their psychological locks, as it were. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all. And the Magatama ends it.
All right, let's Magatama, motherfuckers! The disappearing trick.
Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out.
Hey! What's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden?
You know something, and I'm gonna find out what. That Grammy vanished from this room. How did he do it?
Oh, sir! Well, sir, I can't say as sir.
Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something?
Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and... Listen, it was impossible! What could such a little girl probably do anyway?
Oh!
What did you just say?
Sir, I just said that, sir.
No, you screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in this room, wasn't there?
Sir, I'm going to have invoked my right to remain in a state of not fucking.
You have that right, Meekins.
But
I
it'll
don't
be
think you have
hard.
the capacity.
Yeah. It'd be hard,
Okay,
sir.
Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was.
It was Apollo the entire time.
It was Apollo. It was Apollo Justice the entire time.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's little Trucy.
Little Trucy and Nigmar.
Sir, I know something. The girl in my life I love.
Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
Sir. Sir, that day she was here in this room, sir. But he wasn't.
You mean you chased her into this room, not him?
Sir, my dad's a police officer. Literally, Dave. I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing. But it was not how to mistake her for someone with no magician.
Oh, it was Mr. Hat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it was Mr. Hat.
7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramarye.
But they might mistake Mr. Hat.
But you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar?
It was actually quite lucky I picked this case then. This scene.
Startlingly realistic.
What's that?
What's that?
That girl's favorite trick. The amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at the Wonder Bar.
Hey! Wait a minute. She's 8 years old still, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Child labor is legal in Japanifornia.
Apparently.
Have you ever been to the Wonder Bar?
So, it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir?
Come again?
Last night on stage, I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists.
What the fuck? are you
What?
doing?
Unlock successful!
The vanishing trick.
I remember it clearly. Those diseases are still fake.
Oh, okay.
That grammar exists in the courtroom. I give chess and corner him in the courtroom, sir. That grammar, he don't even think he can escape Mickey. Down on your hands! North on your hands!
Basically what he's ordering there is a handstand.
You have a final right to remain! Hello? No, no. Sir, I'm currently experiencing a suspect, sir. Zach Gregory, do you know him?
Oh, I love that Gregory. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan.
I see. That's why you're wearing the costume you're wearing. Anyway, the very same Zach came into this room.
But no one's been in here except me.
What? It has to be here somewhere. Under the sofa, in a trash can, without a painting, under the rug, under your hat.
Rug.
So, Trucy was his accomplice.
Imagine my astonishment, surprise, sir, when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him. Mr. Hat.
Mr. Hat.
Holy crunch!
Oh, it was you.
Oh.
I couldn't believe my own eyes.
Don't believe your own ears.
I thought it was my megaphone crunching, sir.
It's fine.
For a while, I thought it was just a long dream.
A dream that lasted a week?
I like sleeping, sir. It wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat.
Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. He was standing by the door, and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat. Deacons?
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
So, while you're standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner. And most likely runs through the closest door into lobby number 1. is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit. At that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2.
But I can do it lukewarm, sir.
Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat.
Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape. That gravity that keeps flirting like a cape. Astounding, sir. Oh my God, posing queries and making inquiries and chasing quarries. Why, sir? I really love his dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking's just great.
Yes.
It was as I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die. Oh, the scattered remains of a mentally eaten chocolate parfait.
Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case.
It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times. Sometimes more than once.
Oh, mood.
Rude. This is the first time anyone ever apologized to me.
Oh,
Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now.
That's all.
what's he thinking?
Sir, you didn't know that I harbor no ill feelings, no whatsoever, in my harbor.
Okay.
I let it offend escape, sir. That's the so-called truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with a great detective Gumshoe.
Guamshoe,
Oh,
it
dear.
looks like.
Gumshoe.
Guamshoe.
Mr. Beacons? This is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want, it...
It's an honor, sir. Sir, I cannot count the number of things I have been taken from me, sir. But no one's ever gave anything for free. Right, I'll see you on the coordinates then, sir.
I mean, you're not planning on suing me, are you? I look forward to it.
There we go.
Well then.
That was
That was
exhausting.
certainly a thing.
I don't think it's that exhausting, and you're the one who just did most of the listening.
You can say that again, I think.
Oh, dear.
Goodbye,
All
my
eyes
sweet
were on
friend.
Zach.
You were a great friend.
Yep, that day in court, until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery has been revealed, but the magician remains out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again.
And then somebody would murder him, which is very mean.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, we got it.
I've actually robbed for 2 minutes to bring myself a throat sweet.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
fine.
I
Well, to be
I think you deserve
I think
it.
you deserve it. I mean, that's the thing. I was going to say we call it there. What are people's thoughts on that? We could go on for a bit longer.
Certainly
if
an
we wanted,
option.
but-
I mean,
I
I'm thinking
just
is it probable that if we keep going now, we won't have much material for next week?
Oh, we've got plenty for next week.
Oh yeah, this is a really, really long one, isn't it?
Yeah, don't forget, we've still got the future to go, and that starts the final trial.
What do you guys think? Finish the past? Or...
I am very easy with whatever people want to do. I personally don't mind either way.
I mean,
I don't
finish the
mind
passport would be nice.
Okay, so let's go through it in order to make it easy. Burr. Well, actually, Burr's resting his voice. We'll go in reverse order. K.
Sure.
Shadow.
For whatever.
I don't mind.
Scarf.
I think I need to head off.
Yeah,
actually.
that's fine. I kind of figured that. To me, it kind of felt like this was a good place to stop. And we always tend to say 9:30, and I think if we go over every single week, it doesn't become special. So,
That's true.
Makes sense.
but then there's a problem with that. I realize I can't save. Okay, we need to pick a new location, then I'll save. So, where are we gonna go and start next session?
Drew
shall-
Studio.
Yeah, Drew Studio sounds like a good idea.
Sure. Happy
Yeah.
to go there.
Let's go for Drew Studios. Let's save. Okay. Go. Ah. There we go.
And let's just hope Discord isn't a nuisance next week for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it won't be as
So-
fine. Well, let's go through the motions then. So, thank you for joining us here at Scratch Mystery Scratch That Gaming Itch. What has everyone else got going on? I'll do my bit first, then we'll go through the list of people. So, first of all, tomorrow I'm actually streaming at noon until 4, on which I'll be running my Star Wars RPG group. So, yeah, it's gonna be some fun
Neat.
times. And of course,
Nice.
I return to Axiom Verge on Monday at 8 p.m. BST. Gonna be fun times. And you're hurrying with some of the folks in this chat on Tuesday.
Har fiddly.
Yar!
What you want?
You're our
Free.
fiddly.
All right, then. So let's go down
Sure.
the list. Burr, what are you doing, if anything, soon?
I will be tomorrow streaming at 3:30 British and 4:30 European. I will be streaming the first episode of Life is Strange 3: The True Colors.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
It is going to be great. I love this game already.
I really want to play it. I should kind of buy
Me
it.
too.
Drifting's not doing any streaming, but just you'll be learning to, hopefully, when you grab one of us, actually learn to use OPS.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Drifting's having some connection issues.
And involving that. Yep.
So I'm very sorry, Drifting. Lemming.
Yes, hello.
Life is difficult at the moment.
I won't be streaming anything tomorrow, and I'm back at work on Monday, but I will be continuing my live streaming semi-career most evenings after work, Monday to Friday.
Our special guest.
Yes. Special guest.
I am next streaming on Tuesday, and I'm going to be starting Doom 2.
Ooh.
So that's going to be very
Oh
fun.
my.
Good. And I believe you're streaming. Are you doing more Ace Attorney on Thursday, or?
I will be, yes. I'll be
Mm.
continuing Rise from the Ashes with Itamar.
Mm,
Neat.
nice. Shadow, you've actually got a stream planned.
I have. On Wednesday at 6 p.m. BST, I will be streaming more Obra Dinn. There's some weird fucking shit going on in this boat, and I intend to figure out, or at least try and figure out what the hell happened.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
It's certainly a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very cool game.
And finally,
Yes.
Kay, are you streaming anything?
No, I don't think so. I don't know yet.
Okay, no problem at all. Regardless, you can catch all of us again not next Saturday. It's actually Sunday next week. Well, we'll be streaming from the usual time of 6:30 until, well, it would be 9 o'clock BS2. We'll probably end a bit sooner next week, given that it's technically a work night, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. But regardless, it'll be 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. on next Sunday. So we'll all see you then. Let's see who's available to raid. I think Lauren is streaming.
Lauren's streaming, and Weird still going. Apparently.
Weird is still going.
Still up.
There is also
Yeah.
Oceans. I don't think Weird's going to be going for too much longer. So
I think he's still got his Bowser's Fury thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's got
Yes.
left in that.
Well, he started around the same time as we have.
He did.
That's true. Hey, it looks like he's still jumping around.
In that case, let's raid Weird. We don't get a chance to raid Weird often. So let's raid Weird.
Yeah.
No,
Let's go all the raid cannon.
let's get in.
Get
What's our raid?
Sure.
Boss?
Just gonna be simple. Objection, of course. What else would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, see you all over there. He's gonna hate me.